This EPB Classic Rerun is brought to you by Calvert and Nunn Insurance in Glasgow.
Hello and welcome to high school basketball from Scotty Gym tonight. The game between the Trojanettes and the Glasgow Lady Scotties, followed immediately by the Glasgow High School Scotties against the Barren County Trojans. Incidentally, in between the first and second game, this is Rodney Henderson night here at Glasgow High School. We'll be talking more about that later. For Telescripts Cable Company, I'm Bobby Biggers along with Steve Estes and our producer and director, Bob Yarborough. So, Steve, what do we got going tonight, big boy?
Well, I believe we're going to have a dandy night, Bobby. The Trojanettes won the last game between these two girls' meetings as 46-41, and Barren won every quarter in that in the first girls' game except the fourth, and Glasgow outscoring girls 24-15, outscoring Barren County. Ashley Woodcock led the way with 18 points on 4 3-pointers, and Grant Kearney had 14 points for Glasgow. Amanda Galloway led the Trojanettes in scoring with 16 points, and she was 11 of 12 from the free throw line. Lori Mutter had 12 points in that game, Bobby, and she really done a great job on the boards for the Trojanettes. And last time these two teams met, of course, Angie Wood, we all know, is out with a knee injury, bless her heart, and Heather Hood was out with mono, and I think Heather's back to pretty much full strength now, and ought to be a good one tonight, Bobby.
Yeah, it should be, Steve. That was January the 3rd. Heather Hood you're talking about now came down with, she had a strep throat about that time,
yeah,
and then she played the Allen County game, then she came down with mono. And, of course, we were all very, very grieved to hear, of course, Angie Wood's injury. And it's a season-ending injury, and similar to a lot of young people that happens to. Brad Bertram, and they get to play his senior year. And it was just so unfortunate. And she's such a nice young lady and quite a competitor. And I'm sure Coach Butler going to miss her tremendously. But young people adjust rather quickly, Steve. I think we'd better go in real soon and talk about the starting lineup. So you're going to be bringing this first game, and then I'll be bringing the second game. So with your permission, I'll go ahead and give the visitors, okay?
Go ahead, Bob.
And the visitors are the Barren County Trojanettes here at Scotty Gym. They drove across town to meet the Lady Scotties, and they're going to start at guard. Angie Glass. Angie wears number 21. She is a senior. Tina Moon will be the other guard. Tina stands, she's a junior. She wears number 20. Cindy Rowland. Cindy is a senior. She wears number 41. Out of forward, Laurie Mutter. She's a senior, wears number 31. And Galloway, Amanda Galloway, is a young sophomore, and she will be wearing number 25. They're coached by John Butler, and assistant coaches Joanna James and Gary Gross, and their record is 8 wins against 5 losses. Okay, Steve, what's the Scotties going to go with?
Okay, the Lady Scotties of Glasgow, 6-6 on the season, be starting at one forward, Allison Vance. She's a 5'10 senior and wearing number 15. At the other forward will be Grant Kearney, number 22. She's a 5'8 junior. In the middle for the Scotties will be Melanie Crowley. She's a 5'10 sophomore, and she'll wear number 34. Little Letitia Stockton will be at one guard for Glasgow. She's a 5'2 sophomore and wearing number 12. And at the other guard, a 5'9 junior, Heather Hood. She'll wear number 21, Bobby. The Lady Scotties are 6-6 on the season, head coached by Mike Harris and assisted by Becky Kingery and That's it, Becky Kingery. Yeah, I had that right. Bobo, we're looking for a good one. I'm excited.
Okay, let's listen to the PA announcer, Marty Meacham, as she brings the starting lineups. Of course, the visitors first, the Barren County Trojanettes of Coach John Butler. Steve-O, the Trojanettes, I believe, have a slight height advantage. They have two young ladies. Cindy Rowland stands 6'1", and Laurie Mutter 5'11". And the tallest lady, Scotty, is the little Allison Vance, and she's a 5'10".
Melanie Crowley's also 5'10" too, Bobby.
Okay, so
it's not too bad.
That's as high as they go.
Yeah.
And there's only one senior on this girls' basketball team for Glasgow, and that being Allison Vance. She is a senior.
That's correct. That's correct. Here we go, Bobby. Get ready to tip it up here at Glasgow Scotty Gymnasium. As Big Mac stands in there to toss it up, and Cindy Rowland controls the tip. Tips it back to Tina Moon and over to Angie Glass. And Angie will bring the ball in play as she looks into a 3-2 zone by the Scotties. As the Scotties really packing it down low, and the first turnover.
Mutter. Couldn't keep her.
Laurie Mutter.
Slipped a little bit.
Angie Glass, listen to me. Heather Hood penetrates the lane and misses about a 2-footer, and Trojans control the basketball.
Heather won't do that too terribly many times.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Glasgow in an aggressive 2-3 zone, Steve-O.
Well, they sure are, and well, except for that one, well, it's not going to go. But Glasgow's content to give them the outside shot, looks like, Bobby.
They'll work it inside. They look down inside every time, of course, when you got two ladies like Rowland and Mutter.
Yep.
One high post, one low. They're going to give you trouble in the middle.
As Barren County sets up in a 3-2 zone. As Glasgow works it around the perimeter, is little Letitia Stockton hands it off to Hood, pitches it out to Hood. Hood got away with walking, stepped on the out-of-bounds line, and it'll go back to Barren County. Both teams a little anxious here, Bobby, get things started.
Might be interesting to know that this little Amanda Galloway, number 25.
Yes.
She's the one to play. Angie Hood replaced her.
Right, right.
She's a good little basketball player, too. She's just a sophomore.
Right, right. She is. She's a good free throw shooter, too. That foul's on Laurie Mutter, I do believe, Bobby, and that's going to be her first, and that's team's first.
Hey, we're looking for a score here, big man.
Well, I'm kind of waiting.
My pencil's getting all getting moss on the end of it here.
So Glasgow works around the perimeter, gets it into Grant Kearney. Grant Kearney dribbles around, puts up a little soft hook shot that won't go, and Rowland grabs a rebound, gives it to Glass, and Glass pushes it up the floor for the Trojanettes. And she gives it out to Galloway, and Galloway back out to Glass. Glass for three, no good, comes off hard. Rowland grabs a rebound, circles back around, put up and no good. Laurie Mutter, as Crowley comes off there with it, needs to give it to a guard. Gives it to Heather Hood. Heather Hood's going to go along the baseline, wide open, missed it. Got her own rebounds, going to go back up with it, no good. Won't count. I believe that foul's going to be on Rowland. Let's see, Bobby, what they call.
Okay, Melanie Crowley set up a Hood, a good screen, and she worked off that screen, took the baseline, a good move.
Sure did. That was on Rowland for Barren County. As Hood sets to put it in play for the Lady Scotties. Gets it in play to Vance. Vance off the glass with the kiss off the glass for two. That's the first score here in this game as Allison Vance knocks it out of bounds on good hustle right there from Glasgow. I talked to Mike Harris last week. He said he was going to press Bobby the most of the entire games if he could get away with it.
Well, you're going to see two good pressing basketball teams, that's for sure.
That's for sure. Angie Glass shouts something to her on offense here as she faces that 3-2 zone by Glasgow. Almost throws it over Galloway's head. Galloway done a good job to catch that ball. Gets it down to Mutter. Mutter back out to Glass for three. No good. Comes off there, and Galloway gets a rebound. Puts it back up. No good. Allison Vance for the board. Looks up. Had Grant Kearney running up, but decided to wait up. That's a good decision, and she'll give it off to Stockton. And
well,
Stockton
if Glasgow's planning on pressing the whole way, Barren County is bench a little bit longer than Glasgow's,
oh, yeah.
And they're better physically able to carry an up-tempo game.
Yeah. Crowd wanted a push-off right there against Stockton. Probably could have got away with it. Crowley turns and puts up about a 4-footer right in Mutter's face, and that's going to be on Crowley, I do believe, coming back over the back of Mutter right there. Melanie Crowley's first and Glasgow's first here of this ball game. We got about 5:12 left to go here in this first quarter. It's 4-0 Glasgow. As the press continues.
Left her feet.
Sure did.
Well, press made that turnover possible, Steve.
Sure
as
did.
They trapped on the free throw line and then came over to roll a Mutter over here, and Hood was facing up against her.
Right. That's she got ready to throw it to the middle, and somebody flashed there. A Glasgow player flashed there before she could throw it, and it was too late. But then she'd already walked. So Hood looking for do something with the ball. She gives it to Stockton. Stockton over to Allison Vance, about a 12-footer, no good. Cindy Rowland, you can see how much taller she is than little Grant Kearney down there. She just goes
very
over.
difficult rebound to pull down when you're going over somebody, and a shorter person would have got a foul on that.
Oh, yeah. Lori Mutter with a shot. Good. Lori Mutter, and the foul's going to be on Allison Vance. That's going to be her second. No, that's going to be her first. That's the team's second.
Yeah, Crowley's got a foul, and now Vance has got a foul.
Lori Mutter puts it up. It's no good, comes off there, and Allison Vance with the board. She gives it up to Heather Hood, and Heather Hood will give it up to Stockton, and they'll set it up from there.
Scotty's have a big 2-point advantage here, 4-2. Steve O.
4-2 is correct with about 4 minutes left to go here in this first period. The ball's tipped. Allison Vance retrieves it and gives it back to Hood, and Hood will go to Stockton, and they'll set it up again.
They're in a 3-2 zone.
3-2 zone, right. Grant Kearney takes it to the rack hard and puts it up hard. And she misses that shot, and Angie Glass almost got away with a palm there, but let the ball bounce.
Yeah,
She
very
didn't get away with
Smart.
That's exactly right. Amanda Galloway bluffs the shot, gives it to Glass from 3, no good. Angie Glass, nothing but Glass on her first 3 shots.
No, she's a better shooter than that. She'll warm up here.
Heather Hood at the ball out front, gives it over to, that's Allison Vance, has her shot rejected, gets her own rebound, fights for it, puts it back up, no good. Mutter grabs the rebound, gets it up to Galloway. Galloway running up the right sideline. So get it to Mutter, about a 12-footer, good.
I'll tell you what,
Mutter.
Laura Mutter's gone to war on the boards and on the field goals, 4-4.
4-4. As Glasgow gets it in the paint to Melanie Crowley, she puts down the ball, and she was tripped up in there by somebody. I don't know who they got that on. Maybe Angie Glass. So into the ball game for the Glasgow Lady Scotties will be Amy Karen, number 24, replacing Crowley, and Ashley Woodcock replacing Letitia Stockton. Woodcock throws it deep, tipped in there by Galloway as she gets it back to Hood. Woodcock for a 3 is no good. Rebounded by Lori Mutter. She started to throw it and got up in there and didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, Lori's she's a senior. She knows better. She knew what she did. She's very keyed up for this basketball game. You can tell by the way she's playing right now. She's doing a wonderful job.
Grant Kearney put up and good. Grant Kearney, as Angie Glass is going to pick up her second here, Bobby, in a span of about 15 seconds.
Yes, sir. Tell you what, Grant Kearney will make those all day on you.
I guarantee you.
And
she's not very big.
No,
she's not very big, but she plays big down in that paint,
she does, and she'll take it to that paint, and I don't care if there's a forest in there. She'll go right amongst them.
Grant Kearney's on its way. Got it. Completes a 3-point play. Is it 7-4 here? Glasgow with about 2:55 left to go in this first quarter. Lori Mutter almost got away with another walk. As Barren County throws it away, Allison Vance retrieves the ball and gives it up to Hood, and Hood's going to run the point, looks like, from remainder of this quarter as little Letitia Stockton sitting on the bench.
A very aggressive defense by the Scotties.
Grant Kearney got double teamed down the lane, couldn't do anything with it. Bobby just traveled. Good defense right there by the Trojanettes. As number 35 for Barren County, Amy Spear checks into the ball game. Put up and in. Oh, Tina Moon missed it badly. Rowland gets a rebound, gets it back out to Moon. Moon over in the corner to, yeah, that's Tina Moon right there, Bobby. Tina Moon, good. Makes it 7-6 with 2:10 left to go here in this first period. Ashley Woodcock bounces it off of Grant Kearney's foot. There's no way she could have caught that ball, Bobby. Absolutely no way.
No, not very good. Not the best pace from the young sophomore.
So Barren puts it in play as little Amy Spears is going to bring it up against the press. As she picks up her dribble, which you shouldn't do.
Well, I'll tell you, if these young ladies from Glasgow keep this pressure up, now they're giving Barren County quite a few problems right now.
They are. They sure are. Moved by Crowley on the baseline there, Bobby, and put back up and in by Grant Kearney. Spear breaks the press all by herself here as Moon's going to go to the basket, pushes off, gets it up and good. Tina Moon, nice move. Might have got away with a little push there, Bobo.
Yeah, got her with the left elbow a little bit.
You can't stiff arm with that elbow. Little Letitia Stockton just blows right by him.
She's got the speed. She's got the speed. She's going to be a good one. She's a sophomore also.
Yep.
Quick.
Walking. Spears, now she's just a freshman, and this Glasgow pressure may be getting to her a little, Bobby. May need to settle
Amy
things
Spears,
down.
you're right. She's a freshman. She's going to be a good one, too.
Yes, she
a
is.
youngster, and you talking about shooting three-point shots, she can nail them.
That foul's going to be on Moon, maybe, Bobby?
I'm not
Tina
sure.
Moon. Tina Moon.
Okay, Angie Glass has 2 personal fouls for the Trojanettes. Tina Moon has 1. Cindy Rowland has 1. That's how the fouls stack up on that end.
It's 5-2 in fouls in favor of the Scotties here. And with 1 minute and 7 seconds left to go here in this first quarter, it's 11-8. Glasgow on top.
Scotty's fouls owned by Vance and Crowley. One apiece.
Right. Bobby, this is a difficult task right here for Barren County to try to play Glasgow man. I think when you get Heather Hood in there, she's a lot quicker. And little Stockton there, boy, they're quick. They're lightning quick with the ball.
What's the call there?
That was walking. Traveling call on Letitia Stockton. As Spear grabs the ball, and she's going to break the press again. Oh, nice pass up to Rowland. Rowland's going to
strip from the back by Crowley.
Yeah. It's a foul on Melanie Crowley right there.
Her second. Team 3.
As Heather Hood checks back into the game for the Lady Scotties. Rowland puts it up, no good. Her second one's on the way. And it's no good, comes out of there. But Glasgow was in the lane, so she'll get another shot at that, Bobby. So you won't even have to count that as an attempt.
Well, what do you do? Official scores do on the situation.
Rolling
like that?
third one's on the way. It's got it. It doesn't count as an attempt, Bobby.
That's true. Okay.
So
rolling 1 out of 2 on that trip.
11-9 here with 30 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. As little Tisha Stockton just blows right by Spear. Gives it off to Amy Karen. Puts up no good. Fight for the rebound as Moon comes out of there with it. They should dribble the length of the floor, and Barren County might play for the last one here, Bobby.
Yeah, clock moving with 17 seconds.
So Amy Spears going to stand out front here and hold it with about 15 seconds left to go here.
I'll tell you what about Amy Spears. She'd advance about 3 or 4 paces and make something happen. She wasn't happy with that, but
no. Nice defense right there by Stockton, knocking it away.
7 seconds. They can get one here real quick.
Oh, yeah. That's going to stay Barron's ball. No, it's going to be Glasgow's ball.
4 seconds.
4 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
3, 2, 1.
Heather Hood at the buzzer.
Yes. Heather Hood at the buzzer.
Heather Hood from about 13 feet fires up one to end the first quarter as it's 13-9. Glasgow on top of the Lady Trojanettes of Barren County.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
For the Trojanettes, let's see, have 2 scores on field goal wise. Tina Moon had 2 baskets for 4 points. Laurie Mutter had 2 baskets for 4 points. Laurie visited the free throw stripe, had 1 attempt, and couldn't cash in on it. Cindy Rowland picked up 1 point on a 1-for-2 effort at the charity stripe. Look at the Lady Scotties, led by Grant Kearney with 5 points, coming on 2 field goals and 1 free throw. Then at the buzzer, Heather Hood got on the scorebook with a 2-point field goal. Allison Van, a 2-point field goal. Melanie Crowley, a 2-point field goal. And Letitia Stockton with a 2-point field goal. So you have 5 Scotties scoring field goals, and the only field goal producers for Barren County being Mutter and Moon.
Bobby, it's not hard to tell what's dictated the pace here in this first half. It's been Glasgow's full court pressure, and Barren County's not been able to handle that too well here in this first period.
I'll say again, they can't keep that pressure up with their starters out. They only go 1 or 2 deep on the bench, really. I'd say maybe 1 or, 2, but they're a little shy on the bench, so they can't keep that pressure up.
Heather Hood post up down in the lane as Rowland blocks the shot.
Yeah.
Karen may have got the rebound, and it went off her hands out of bounds. It'll be Barren County basketball. Lori Mutter put it in play for the Trojanettes as she gets it into Spear. Spear's going to run it up the left sideline as she just breaks a press all by herself. Throws it to Moon off her hands and out of bounds.
Bounce pass, very difficult pass.
Sure is, Bobby.
She delivered it over there, and look, it usually has a lot of English on it. They're rather difficult to handle, aren't they?
That's exactly right. You never know how it's going to come up. So Stockton down in the corner to Crowley. Stockton to back it back out, gives it out to Woodcock, over to Stockton, back to Woodcock, into Karen. Karen makes a nice move around in the baseline, puts it up no good, misses the layup as Moon comes out of there with it and gets it up to Spear. Spear will walk it across the timeline as she'll face a 3-2 zone. Galloway on the right side into Rowland. Rowland
took a little walk that time.
She sure did. As Angie Glass set to come back in for the Trojanettes, and she'll replace Moon. So little Tisha Stockton's going to bring it up for the Lady Scotties, and she'll get it over to Woodcock, back to Stockton. Stockton down low to Crowley. Crowley back out to Stockton, down low to Crowley.
Looking into a 3-2.
Looking into a aggressive 3-2.
Rolling with a block.
Woodcock got that stuff swatted out of there by Rowland.
Out of here with that.
Yeah, don't bring that stuff in here. Galloway had a shot, passed it up, gives it back to Glass. Glass inside to Rowland. Rowland puts up about an 8-footer, no good. Crowley comes out of there with it, gives it up to Letitia Stockton, and she's going to run. She loses control of the ball, gets it back. Gives it to Crowley. Crowley to Hood. Hood to Woodcock. She's going to fire a 3. No good. As Angie Glass comes off there with it. As Heather Hood's called for the blocking foul, which that's a good call. Heather not near there in time. So Angie Glass makes a nice move to take that the length of the floor there, Bobby, and draw a foul.
Surely did. You saw Woodcock miss another one up here. She missed about 3 3-pointers now. She's a streak shooter.
She's a streaker.
And the other night she hit missed a 3 or 4 up here. On this end of the floor, went down there, he had 5.
Oh,
I say again, 5.
That's exactly
in a row.
right. She was El Fuego.
Yeah, I reckon.
As Angie Glass puts her first free throw on the way, and it was good, and her second attempt is on the way. It comes off of there as Crowley grabs a rebound for the Lady Scotties, and she'll give it up to Stockton, as Stockton will bring it up over the timeline. And she gives it over to Hood. Hood bluffs a 3, gives it to Vance. Vance down low to Crowley. It's knocked out of there by Lori Mutter.
We played 3 minutes, Steve-O, and that free throw by Angie Glass, the first score in this second quarter by either basketball team.
It's 13-10. So Allison Vance puts it in play for the Scotties. She gets it out to Hood. Hood down to Kearney. Kearney back out to Hood. Hood from way downtown. No good. Comes off there. Mutter with a rebound. Gives it up to Spears. Spears going to run. She holds up, gives it up to Glass, and Glass shouts something to the offense as they're still looking at that 3-2 zone of the Scotties. Galloway bluffs a shot, gets it inside to Margaret Love. Love puts up about a 6-footer. Good. Margaret Love. Nice little move right there, Bobby.
Yeah, Margaret's a little junior, and she had a lot of playing time last year, and she knows what to do with it when she gets that low.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a nice move right there. Glasgow still facing this zone. Heather Hood, about a 14-footer, comes out of there. Can't get one to go down.
No, but they learned a lesson there. Heather can nail them from over there,
yeah.
And they need to get out on that wing real quick.
Yep. Margaret Love down in low. Throws it over to Lori Mutter. She loses it out of bounds. Back to Glass for 3. Good. Angie Glass for a 3-pointer.
All right, you better hope Angie doesn't get it. She can light them up too, buddy.
15-13 with 4:45 left to go here in this second quarter. Goes right through Allison Vance's legs out of bounds. Mike might want to think about getting a timeout here.
Yeah, I was thinking about a TO for Mr. Coach Harris.
Better get a TO, baby. So Glass going to bring it up. Look at the 3-quarter court press from Glasgow.
This is the first lead that Barren County's enjoyed in this basketball game.
Sure is.
So far.
Margaret Love puts it up and in for Barren County. Is it 17-13? Passes down to Grant Kearney. Grant Kearney gets that foul on Mutter. I tell you what, Barron's getting in some foul trouble down low, Bobby. I think that's Mutter's second.
Oh, let's see. Yes.
I know Angie Glass has got 2, and now Mutter's got 2. That could be on Mutter. No, that's going to be on Angie Glass. That's going to be her 3rd, Bobby, if I'm correct.
You are definitely correct. Glass has 3, Moon has 1, Roland has 1, and Mutter has 2.
So little Tina Moon checking back in for the Trojanettes, replacing Glass with her 3rd personal foul. So Grant Kearney steps to the charity stripe for Glasgow with 1 and 1.
Looking for their first points this quarter.
It's on its way. Good. Had a lot of iron, but stays. Grant Kearney's second one on its way. No good. Comes off of there hard. And that's going to be on Heather Hood. That's going to be Heather's second.
Across the back, Heather Hood, her second. You're right. Melanie Crowley also has 2. The only other foul actually is Allison Vance. So that's team 5 this day for Glasgow.
Glasgow's already in the bonus. Crowley might have got away with a push there. That's a makeup call.
He made up for that.
That was the makeup call right there, Bobby.
That was a makeup call. Now they're even.
Crowley got away with the push, and right there was the makeup call, so everything's even. As Lori Mutter puts it in play, gives it up to Spear. Spear down to Love, back to Spear. Spear circles everything around front, gives it over to Amanda Galloway. She's thought about a 3, gets it into Love. Love puts a dribble down. Back out to Galloway for 3. No good. Grant Kearney thought she had the rebound, loses it, and it'll go off of Tina Moon out of bounds.
Kearney, the only one under there with, along with Mutter and Love.
Hey, good position.
Yeah,
just couldn't hang on to it.
And also Moon. Tina was underneath there.
17-14. Trojanettes of Barren County lead on top of Glasgow here with about 3:30 left to go here in this second quarter. As Crowley puts one up, no good. Rebounded by Kearney, put up no good. Rebounded by Crowley, put up no good. I don't know about that, Bobo. Call her for traveling. That's traveling on Spears.
Yeah, Amy trying to get around that baseline.
Spanky's happy with the whistle down there, ain't he?
He sure is.
And with the traveling calls.
his little pee in that whistle's going to
Yeah.
be worn out. That was a good call.
So Barren County back in that 3-2 zone as Heather Hood penetrates and puts up about a 6-footer. Good. Heather Hood. 17-16 with 3:10 left to go here in the second quarter. It's going to be blocking on Grant Kearney.
Well, if a foul's a good foul, that was a good foul.
Yeah, that was a good foul. That'll put Amanda Galloway at the line where she's pretty much deadly, I think, Bobby.
Yeah, Amanda definitely had a nice clean layup, and
Galloway's first attempt here is on its way. It's good. Amanda Galloway release rotation splash.
2 for 2.
Heather Hood puts it in play, and Stockton to bring up the floor. 19-16 with 3 minutes left to go here in this game. Is us swinging around a horn here as Heather Hood looks inside, can't have nothing. Back to Stockton, back to Hood. Hood penetrates the baseline, puts up a prayer, and it's answered in the form of a foul, Bobby.
Yep. 20.
That's Tina Moon, Bobby. How many is that on Tina?
Her second personal foul. Of course, a bonus situation. Of course, it's a shooting violation. You scared me to death. I thought I'd lost. I've been asleep over here. You said and 2:48 left this game. Scared me to death.
Oh, my deepest apologies, Bobby, as Heather Hood cans her first one.
I was thinking I was taking one of my infamous naps.
19-18 as Heather Hood cans a second one as the press comes again on Barren County. Margaret Love and Spear in the backcourt handling it as they pass up to Galloway at the midcourt stripe. As Galloway cross-courts it to Moon. Moon inside to Margaret Love. Margaret Love bluffs about a 6-footer and then decides to go ahead and put it up and scores. Margaret Love.
Margaret's a good little basketball player.
She is. She's having a good night tonight here early.
She comes off the bench and just produces every time she comes off of there.
Heather Hood takes it to the rack. She scores, makes it 21-20.
Her 6th point this quarter. Left her feet. We have a young lady.
I don't know who that was either.
Bounced
I believe that's
around
Little
down
Spear.
there. There's just a tanglement of bodies. Both of these teams are just really playing their hearts out and throwing themselves around and
Grant
very
Kearney.
aggressively.
Grant Kearney to come down through her looking like a freight train, Bobby.
Well, they're going all out. Both of them going full speed, and
I don't know what happened to
you get caught up in the moment
Amy
sometimes.
Spear down here. I hope she's all right, though. Unless she's set up. Maybe just had the wind knocked out of her.
Yeah. Scotty's down by 1 as Barren County's leading 21-20. So Scotty's possession is it? Whose possession is it?
I think Barren County got the tip. Glasgow got the ball the second quarter, starting the second quarter, so it should be Barren County basketball in the possession there.
I think Amy got a little knot on her head right there. Hopefully,
yeah,
she's okay.
She's holding her head pretty good there. She may have just got a little bump on the noggin there. It don't feel too good. I guarantee you
Joanna
that.
James is going to go over there and sit with her and got her arm around her, checking her out.
So Barren County set to put the basketball here in play as they do, as Tina Moon calls the offense as Glasgow's dropped now into a 2-3 zone, Bobby. As Galloway takes it to baseline. Look, that's good defense right there by Heather Hood. She knocks it away. As Barren County puts it in play, Galloway looking inside of rolling. Wide open, 6-footer, just misses it. Margaret Love loses the ball on the way up, comes back down with it. It's called for traveling. Glasgow get the ball back as Grant Kearney checks back into the game for Heather Hood. Coach Harris not too pleased with Heather's defense right there on the baseline, Bobby. She let Amanda Galloway just take it right to the rack and no defense whatsoever.
Yeah, she took that baseline.
So Glasgow over to Woodcock, back to Stockton. Stockton down low to Amy Karen. Karen bluffs a 6-footer, puts up no good. Margaret Love blocks that. Gives it up to number 22 for Barren County. Andrea Glass, who's checked in the game for the Trojanettes. Glass over to Galloway. Galloway looks for a 3, no good. Or bluffs a 3, I should say. Inside to Rowland, back out to Moon, over to Galloway, inside to Glass. Glass off of Love's hand, out of bounds.
Two straight turnovers there. Not making Coach Butler very happy right now.
No.
Got his hands on his hips. And 105 and clock moving, Steve-O.
21-20, Barren County on top. As this zone is really slowed Glasgow's offense down.
Still in that 3-2.
Still in that 3-2 zone. Grant Kearney gets in the lane, puts it up, no good. Tina Moon comes out of there with it. She's wanting to run. She runs it up the left sideline. Finally, Stockton picks her up, stops her outside to Andrea Glass. Glass gives it up to Galloway, and Galloway and Barren County Trojanettes are going to play for the last shot of the half here, Bobby. Pretty good half of basketball right here so far, Bobby.
Has been a very, very aggressive effort by both of these basketball teams. She's watching Coach Butler.
All right, here they go. Galloway over to Moon. Moon driving into paint, puts up about a 12-footer. No good, comes off of there. She gets her own rebound.
1 second.
1 second left to go in the game, and she's fouled by
1-5.
Allison Vance.
Was that a 1-5 flash?
That's her, second, Bobby?
Second.
So little Tina Moon stepping to the line here to close out the half for the Trojanettes. First one on its way is good. The second one on its way. Had a lot of iron, but stays. Little Amy Karen's going to throw it inbounds. Little Tisha Stockton gets it, throws it from three-quarter court. It's no good. As that'll do it for the halftime. 23-20, Trojanettes on top of the Glasgow Lady Scotties.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
All right, into the first quarter, the Scotties led 13-9. But this quarter belonged to the Trojanettes as they claim it 12-7 for a halftime lead of 3 points, 23-20. Here's how the scoring went for the visiting Trojanettes. Angie Glass, 4 points. Tina Moon had 6. Cindy Rowland with 1. Laurie Mutter with 4 points. Amanda Galloway with 2 points. And Margaret Love with 6 points, all coming in the second quarter when she came off the bench. For the Glasgow Lady Scotties, leading all scorers, Heather Hood with 8 points, followed by Grant Kearney with 6. Then Allison Vance with 2, Melanie Crowley with 2, and Ashley Woodcock with 2. So that's how it is here at halftime, 23-20.
With the Player of the Week award.
I didn't catch what that was, Bobby. Did you?
Rod is the recipient of this award for his outstanding play last week. Presenting Rod with the Player of the Week plaque is Darren Steenbergen from 106.7 WXPC.
Steve Thornton got the Player of the Week award.
Rod Thornton.
Rod Thornton. You're Steve, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm Steve.
You're Steve Estes.
Right.
The halftime show, is that going to be between the games? Is that not
right? That's between the games.
Between the games. Yeah, I don't know whether we picked that up on the PA system or not. That's the Glasgow High School band across the way providing halftime entertainment. Band director, Mr. Keith Vincent. Also, we would like to show our appreciation and mention the superintendent of schools, Dr. Dwayne Tennant, the principal of Glasgow High School, Mr. Jimmy Nelson, assistant principal, Charles Turner, athletic director, Terry Flatt. We're very appreciative of those people for giving us permission and allowing us to tape these basketball games and bring them to you, the general public, as a public service contribution. What do you think about it, Steve?
That was great, Bobby. That was super.
Okay, now, Steve-O, the fouls. Didn't get to mention those a while ago as we had to bug out here rather quickly. Angie Glass for Barren County has 3. Tina Moon has 2, and Laurie Mutter has 2. Cindy Rowland has only 1 personal foul. For the Glasgow Scotties, Melanie Crowley has 2 personal fouls. Allison Vance has 2 personal fouls. Grant Kearney with 1 personal foul. And Heather Hood with 2 personal fouls. So that's the foul situation. As I said earlier, the Scotties drastically fell behind in that quarter there by 5 points. So Barren County outscored them 5 on that quarter. It was all Barren. As 1, 2, 3, 4 young ladies scored, and for Glasgow, Kearney had a free throw, and Heather Hood was the rest of the show in the second quarter for the Glasgow Scotties.
If I'm Barren County, I want to do just what I did that first half. And if I'm Glasgow, I want to up-tempo it as much as I can.
Like I said, Steve, they're young, and they're not that deep on that bench. And you go from sophomores playing down to your freshmen, see?
Right.
And like I said, the Trojanettes have the luxury of having somebody like Margaret Love coming off the bench, a junior.
Right.
And you can go on down the line, and they have some people that's seen a lot of PT, playing time, as you call it. But now little Amy Spears has been getting a lot of playing time this year for the Trojanettes. She's a little freshman. She left little number 35. She got a hit to the head with an elbow or knee or floor or something. So we hope Amy's all right. You see her out there right now?
Yeah.
Little 35.
Yeah, she looks to be all right.
So she's dressed back out. I've yet to pick her up.
No, she's not out there. No, she must be still in the locker room. I don't know. We'll try to pick up something.
They're just playing
on
it cautious with little Amy, hopefully, and hope that she's all right, as she evidently took a pretty good lick to the noggin there.
So Barren County puts it in play as they turn it over right away, and Glasgow comes out of there with it. Did you see little Amy Spear there, Bobby? She's back out on the floor now.
She's a corker.
She's a little pine knot. As Heather Hood drives the baseline, puts up and scores. Heather Hood.
Her 10th point.
And here comes Glasgow's press again as the Glass backs out of it. As they break it pretty easily that time. This passes over to Roland. Good. Nice assist right there from Amanda Galloway.
Amanda just did get away with it, too.
She sure did. Little Letitia was right on her back door.
Letitia was reaching, wasn't she?
As Barren in this 3-2 zone. As Glasgow works it around the perimeter and gives it over to Vance. Vance back to Stockton, down low to Crowley. Crowley bluffs a shot, puts up about a 6-footer. Good. Melanie Crowley. Glasgow back with the press. Barren County, Angie Glass throws it the length of the floor. Put it in there by Amanda Galloway. Nice pass again from Amanda Galloway down to Cindy Rowland for the 2. Bobby?
Yeah, wide open, wide open. Letitia tried to hustle back, but you're going with a great mismatch right there.
Yeah.
Rowland at 6.
Heather Hood. Ooh, looked like a nice move there on the baseline. Called for steps as Barren County gets back the ball 27-24 with 6:24 here left in the third period. As Barren County's pretty much figured out this press now, Bobby. Got to throw it to the middle.
Yep. Don't want to get trapped on either sideline or corners or baselines.
You don't want to use the 6th man out there, which is the sidelines on a press. Angie Glass from long 3. No good. Rebounded by Vance. Vance up to Stockton as she'll dribble across the time stripe. She'll give it over to Hood. Hood down low to Crowley. Crowley guarded by, that was Mutter, I'm sorry. And I don't know who that foul is going to be on. I think that may be on Moon. Nope, that's on Angie Glass. That's her fourth, I'm sorry. Little Andrea Glass checks in for Barren County, replacing Angie. Glasgow puts it in play. One team foul for Barren County. That's the only team foul here in this third period of action. Nice pass down low to Grant Kearney. Puts up about a 4-footer. Good. Grant Kearney with a nice assist from Allison Vance there. Barren just didn't like much getting it across the time stripe in time. It's Galloway. Ooh, nice steal right there by Crowley. Crowley needs to look up. She dribbles it across the time stripe and hands it to Stockton. Stockton over to Hood. And it's deflected nicely. Nice defensive play right there by Tina Moon. Deflecting that ball out of bounds. As Hood puts it in play and gives it to Stockton. Stockton dribbles around. Gives it over to Crowley in the corner. Crowley back out to Stockton, over to Hood. Hood over to Allison Vance. Back to Hood. Hood penetrates, gives it off to Stockton, and she walked. Mike Harris has seen enough turnovers here, Bobby. He's going to get a TO here. With 4:52 remaining here in this third period, is 27-26. Barren County on top. It's been nip and tuck, Bobby, the whole way.
Yeah, it is. Seems like you come in. I think I'm hitting my plugs. It seems like I'm louder at one time or another. Is that? So with 4:52 left,
we'll let these production people worry about it.
Yeah, David Peters, Telescripts Cable Company, is joining us up here also. Actually, he was here early and helped set some equipment up. So if David did it, you know it's done right.
Yeah.
Under the direction of our director, Bob Yarborough, of course. He's standing up over me. It looks like the Leaning Tower of Pizza as he's behind this camera up here.
I noticed you said pizza instead of pizza.
Pizza. It looks like the Eiffel Tower. Say something to your many fans, Bob.
Hey, many fans.
Oh, man, a few words.
Short and to the point.
Most definitely.
So we get set for basketball action here in this third period as Barren County is going to put it in play. Tina Moon holding it outside the line, looking for somebody to get it to. They're going to have to hurry up. But finally, Mutter gets across the line. Good defense right there by Glasgow. It's off of, they say, Andrea Glass. It looked like it went off of, I'm not sure who that went off of, but it looked like it went off a Scotty player. Glasgow puts it in play here, and that's going to be on Lori Mutter, Bobby. I'm not for sure how many that is. How many is that on Lori Mutter, Bobby?
3.
3 on Lori Mutter. Glasgow puts it in play to Heather Hood. Heather drives along the baseline, looking for somebody to throw it to. Gives it off to Crowley. Crowley loses it in the lane. As Amanda Galloway brings it up the time stripe, and she'll hold it up. As Glasgow switches over to a man-to-man now, Bobby. So Galloway from deep 3, no good. Little Grant Kearney grabs the board for the Scotties. Nice board there by Grant Kearney. Nice rebounding position there, Bobby.
Yes, very good, very good. Working the perimeters. Still in a zone. 3-2 zone by Barren.
Over to Vance. Vance gets it swatted out of there and off of Allison Vance, out of bounds. It'll be Glasgow or Barren County basketball. Not a lot of scoring in this quarter.
Nope,
either,
not yet,
Bobby.
not yet.
That foul's going to be on little Letitia Stockton. That's going to be Letitia's first foul. The team first. As Barren County looking at a 2-3 zone. Wide open Lori Mutter. Misses the layup. Gets her own board. Brings it back out to Moon. Moon for a two-pointer. Good.
Moon got the two.
Two-pointer for Tina Moon. 29-26 with 3:18 left to go here in this third quarter. Stockton just threw it too hard to Grant Kearney. There's no way she could control that pass. That foul's going to be on Grant Kearney.
Grant Kearney.
Right.
Our second, Steve.
Stockton and Woodcock. No, I'm sorry. Woodcock and Amy Karen replacing Vance and Letitia Stockton. As they still in a I can't really tell what they're in. 1-3-1 maybe zone. Trapped with Heather Hood running the point out there. Nice steal right there. Ooh, nice. Grant Kearney taking it to the hole. It's a layup. Good. Grant Kearney. Nice defense by Heather Hood there, Bobby.
Yes, it surely was, Steve.
Oh, as Tina Moon almost throws it in the Glasgow basket. Whoo-wee, that was close. And it would have been 2 points for Glasgow,
Yes, it
Bobby.
surely would have. Surely would have.
29-28 with 2:37 left to go here. It's Tina Moon brings it across the time strike, gives it to Galloway. Galloway looking over a 2-3 zone from the Scotties. Galloway over on the left side to Andrea Glass. Glass down low to Lori Mutter, takes it to the rack hard and just hits the side of the backboard with it. Nice pass down low to Grant Kearney, who drops it, puts it back up. No good. Comes off there. Nice pass right
Yes, it
there by Heather
was.
Hood.
Grant's having a little problem on down low right now. She'll get those. She's tough down there.
She is.
She'll mingle with
She's
them.
not. She's not very big in size, but boy, she's big in heart, and
She's 5'8", actually.
and she's down there amongst the giants.
Well, Barren's got good size. You get Love in there, and you, of course, you've got Mutter and Roland too. Excellent.
Mutter, that foul was on Mutter too, wasn't it, Bobby? That's her fourth.
Was that on Mutter here? Me sitting here flapping my lip.
So there's Grant
Yes,
Kearney at
that's
the
her.
line for Glasgow. It's short.
That's her fourth.
So Grant Kearney get another toss. It's 29-28, Barren County with 2:12. Barron's led. Took a while to get the lead there about middle ways through the second quarter, but has led it ever since. As Grant Kearney can't tie it up. As the second toss comes off of there, and they give it up to Galloway, and Galloway will jog it across the time stripe.
As a team, Glasgow made 4 in a row before those misses.
4 in a row free throws.
Right.
Correct. Rebounded by Woodcock. The shot up by Roland, no good. It gives it up to Heather Hood. Heather's taking it hard to the hole. And she's fouled in there by Tina Moon, I do believe. Bobo?
Yep, she caught part of Tina's knee there. That's Tina's third.
That's Tina's third and Barren County's fourth as a team. As Heather, they're going to take it out of bounds. Heather takes it deep. Gives it over to Woodcock. Back to Heather. Down low to Kearney. Kearney looking, nowhere to go. Heather Hood penetrates, gives it over to Woodcock, down to Crowley. Crowley gives it back to Heather Hood. She penetrates, gives it off to Karen, back to Heather Hood. Gives it up to Melanie Crowley with about a 4-foot make shot. Good, with a kiss off the glass. 30-29 Glasgow.
Well,
on top.
Hood made an excellent overhead two-handed pass to her. It had a lot of zip on it. It had to have to get through the defense, but
Sure
she was
did.
definitely begging for it underneath there, and Heather saw her.
There's Cindy Rowland with a miss. Crowley with a board. Gives it up to Heather Hood. Heather Hood pushing it up. Mike Harris says settle down. Gives it to Woodcock. Woodcock back to Hood. Woodcock thought about launching that bad boy, didn't she?
Glasgow's enjoying the first lead since about midway of the second quarter.
Sure are. Woodcock wide open three. Good.
Now she hit 5 in a row from that one spot.
That's the same spot you hit those 5 in a
That's
row
right.
from the other night. So Margaret Love gets it back to Moon. Moon looks Gets it back to Margaret Love as they get across the time strike. Gives it up to Galloway. Galloway with a wide open layup. Good.
Good drive by little
Nice
Amanda
drive.
Galloway.
Sure was. A nice move right there by Amanda Galloway. Just going around that little screen down there on the box and putting it up and in with 24 seconds left to go here in the third period. 33-31 Glasgow as they're going to play for the last shot here of the third quarter, Bobby.
Sure are. And you know who they'd like to have take it, don't you?
I guarantee you, that girl right there. Crowley into Woodcock. Woodcock launches a two.
No.
It's no good.
She didn't get squared or set it. Rushed it.
Rowland gets the ball, a nice board, and she throws it. It's no good. And that'll do it for 3 quarters.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
33-31, Glasgow Lady Scotties on top of Barren County Trojanettes. And Bobo's got the pencil flying over here, and he's going
let's
to
look at
tally
these
me up
quarters.
here.
I think these quarters are interesting. I'm going to go back to the first
Okay.
quarter. The Trojanettes had 9 points against Scotty's 13, so Scotty's press really did the work there. The second quarter, let's look at the scoring. Trojanettes had 14, Scotty's had 7. Okay, here we're in the third quarter. The Scotties come back for a lead again, which they lost in the second quarter by outscoring the Trojans and Trojanettes in this quarter. Scotties 13, Trojanettes 8. So interesting how the quarters are bouncing back and forth. If you go by odds and statistics, next quarter should be the Trojanettes quarter. Just thought I'd throw that in there, Steve-O.
That's real good work there, Bobby, matter of fact. We're getting ready for a basketball
We got
action.
8 minutes left in this basketball game. Reminding you that we have halftime activities. Rodney Henderson will have a jersey retired here. And then media following that one, we'll have the boys game, the Scotties against the Trojans.
Glasgow gets the ball here first in this fourth period as Letitia Stockton runs the offense for Glasgow. You got Stockton and Woodcock and Karen and Kearney and Allison Vance. Nice move by...
Nice block. Nice block. I looked
Yeah, it
up
was.
late. I
That
don't
was
know whether
beautiful.
Roland or...
That
was it Roland got it?
That was a good block. As Amanda Galloway breaks a press, Allison Vance says, get that stuff out of here. That foul's going to be on Galloway. As we look down there at the end of the Barren County
Galloway's
bench.
going to be a
Right.
personal foul?
Right. So Amy Karen puts it in play for the Scotties as Stockton brings it up. She'll get it over to Woodcock. Woodcock down to Vance. Vance back to Stockton. Over to Woodcock for 3. No good. Comes off there. Margaret Love with the board. Stripped by Amy Karen. Karen gives it up to Glass. Glass bringing it across the time stripe. She'll get it over to Tina Moon in the corner. Gives it into Roland. Roland back to Glass. Glass walked. Yep.
Yeah, Angie wasn't too happy with that.
She knew she did. She just dropped
she
her
sure
head
did.
and
She
walked back up the floor.
I'm a senior. I ought to know better than that. This is a high-intensity game.
It
buddy.
sure is. Looked like both teams still timid
They-
here, Bobby, in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
Karen had a shot. She probably should have took it. That foul's going to be on Margaret Love, I believe, Bobby.
Well, that's Margaret's first, team 6. Scotties only have team 3 fouls.
36-31 with 6:46 left to go here in the fourth period. Is little Letitia Stockton on her first attempt. It's a clank. Comes off the back iron.
Listen, Letitia's first trip to the free throw line.
Her second one on its way. Got it. 34-31. Glasgow continues to press.
And Letitia's going to pick
right.
up her second personal foul.
Yeah, Letitia Stockton picks up her second, as Bobby said. And Barren County is set to put it in play on the side this time, as Glasgow's still going to press. They called Allison Vance with the block there. Mike Harris is really upset.
Yeah, I think Mike thought that Amanda Galloway pushed off with her left arm a little bit on that also.
I couldn't tell if she pushed off. I know she had it in front of her, but I couldn't tell whether she pushed off or not. So little Tina Moon put it in play for the
let's just say nudged off.
That nudge, that's a good word. Allison Vance and Amy Karen take it away from Margaret Love down low in the paint. As Letitia Stockton gives it over to Woodcock, and Woodcock will go back to Stockton. Stockton over to Woodcock. Nice pass into Karen. Karen can't handle it. It's knocked out of bounds by Margaret Love with some good defense down the baseline. As Ashley Woodcock will put it in play for the Lady Scotties. Woodcock surrounds, gives it to Stockton. Stockton over to Woodcock. Woodcock down low to Kearney. Kearney not able to do much with it. Puts up a shot anyway, rebounded by Karen. Karen puts it up, no good.
Okay, Steve, here in the fourth quarter, Barren County's failed to get on the scoreboard, and the Glasgow's made an effort by getting 1 out of 2 from the free throw line, so that's all the scoring this quarter. 1 point by the Scotties.
It's been a low-scoring ball game, Bobby, really. It's been really defensive-minded.
Oh, they've been getting after each other, no doubt about that.
As Galloway looks down low. Nice defense right there by Allison Vance.
Little Amy Spears one that went out with the injury, wasn't it?
Right.
Steve-O?
Right.
She's out on the bench. Athletic director Bobby Steenbergen went down there, and Dr. Bale, and they were just talking to her, and so evidently she's sitting there watching this basketball game.
There's little Letitia Stockton that blows away from the pack. Wide open layup, good. Letitia Stockton, 36-31 with 5 minutes left to go here. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in this fourth period. Cindy Rowland puts up a basket. It's no good, and she was fouled by Allison Vance.
Yeah, that's Allison's fourth.
Allison didn't have much choice, Bobby. She was leaning on her, and when she put it up, she just kind of fell into her.
Well, it was a desperation because she had to hustle up to try to get to her because Cindy Rowland was she was getting ready to send that one home, buddy.
So Mutter checks back into the ballgame, replacing Margaret Love as little Amy Spear checks back into the ballgame. That's good to see, Bobby.
Yeah, surely is.
Rowland's first one on it was
evidently she felt like playing because, as I said earlier, athletic director Bobby Steenbergen down there, and Dr. Philip Bale was down there talking to her and looking at her, made sure that she was okay. So that's great news, isn't it, buddy?
Yeah, that's real great news. So Rowland's second one on its way, no good, rebounded by Heather Hood, who checks back into the ballgame for the Lady Scotties. As Mike Harris tells them to slow it up and maybe run a little motion offense if we can't get Barren to play man-to-man.
Heather Hood signaling for a timeout, and Scotties have a timeout on the floor. Well, you want me to give you the recap of the scoring here in the third period, Steve-O?
Talk to me, Bobby.
Okay, babes. Let's look at the visiting Barren County Trojanettes in this fourth quarter. They had an attempt to score as Cindy Rowland went to the free throw line and failed to convert 2 free throws, so they're scoreless in the fourth quarter. Glasgow's Letitia Stockton broke down the lane for a layup for the only field goal for the Scotties. And in that period, earlier in the period, she got a free throw for 1 point. So Glasgow outscored them 3-0 here in the fourth quarter. And we've played just about 3 minutes as we approach nearing the 5-minute mark left in this basketball game. And Scotty's leading 36-31. Both teams have 6 personal fouls apiece, incidentally, Steve.
Okay, Bobby. Not much scoring in this game, Bobby. We was talking about earlier that it's been a really defensive-minded game. And Barren County has stayed in that zone most maybe 3/4, 90% of the time tonight. They've stayed in that zone and packed it inside, and Glasgow hadn't got too great of a shots. And Glasgow's done the same thing. They packed that zone in and made Barren not get too great of a shots. So with 5 minutes left to go in the game, we should have a good one, Bobby. It's going to come down to the wire, looks like.
It will go to the wire.
As Barren picks up man-to-man. So Angie Glass picks up Stockton. Heather Hood, wide open layup, missed it. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up, score!
Good.
Heather Hood.
Also good determined effort by Hood.
Relentless. Barren County throws it away. Barren County throws it away.
Yeah, and Hood and Ashley Woodcock had enough sense to let that one go out of bounds. They didn't even go for it. In fact, they tried to screen out of Barren County Trojanettes to keep her from getting to the ball. So turnovers can be very important here. And making free throws, Steve. If it gets down to a foul shooting contest.
Glasgow's not too great from the free throw line, Bobby.
Just until Kearney missed those, Letitia, let's see, Kearney missed 2 free throws, but they didn't miss. They hit 4 for 4 for the first half. And then Grant Kearney in the third quarter made the only miss.
5 for
but
8.
She missed. They made, I count the ones they missed. 1, 2,
6 for 9, looks like. 6 for 9? Yep. 6 for 9, Bobby.
6 for 9,
yeah.
Bobby.
Yeah, you'll get that about the time this game's over.
Well, honey, I got a smudge on my right bifocal. It's really giving me problems, if you know the truth about it.
Too much chocolate. Too much chocolate, Bobby Arborough says.
So, I want to remind you, we have another one coming up. Going to be a good one between the boys. So, don't you dare venture too far away. Because we've got a lot of basketball left here in this first game with 4 minutes and 43 seconds left.
So Scotty's getting in play to give it up to little Letitia Stockton. As Glasgow goes man-to-man, they'll run this motion offense. Heather Hood takes it to the hole, gives it off to Karen. Karen about a 12-footer. She misses it. Rebound by Crowley. Crowley put back up, no good. It's out of bound. Glasgow basketball. Glasgow really going to the boards hard, aren't they, Bobby?
Yeah, they are.
And
They're
Barren
bad.
are too. I mean, Barren is too, but
That's no place for the timid underneath there right now, buddy. Karen shot up. No good.
Karen's a real good defensive player. Really worked on her shot. Mike told me she'd really been working on her shot, and it looked like a good shot there. Just missed it. She was wide open. She should, she maybe should have made that, but gives it up to Stockton. Stockton
Yeah,
just
a
walks
little
with
palming.
it. Yeah. Took a trip with that.
Well, Karen's she's down there among quite a few tall people, and she's had 3 or 4 real close shots, but it's just been too many arms up there.
So Barren puts Glass in the middle of that press this time, and Glass pretty much breaks a press, gives it up to Galloway, who loses it off her leg out of bounds, and Glasgow put it back in play. 38-31 with 3:51 left to go here in this fourth period of basketball.
This is a district game you're aware of, naturally.
A very big district game.
For the boys and the girls. A district game meaning it's not district tournament time yet, but it's remember the teams are seeded on their 1-loss record. And with Allen County boys being rated number 2 in this region right now, Steve, this morning.
Allen County boys?
Greenwood number 1, Allen
Right.
County number 2.
Right. Allen County, of course, looking like they're going to be the 1 seed here in this district, Bobby.
Yep. And the girls are coming on strong.
And the girls are playing well. But Evanston County is still the team to beat.
Yes,
girls
Evanston
wise.
County still the team to beat, I think, in this region.
Evanston County girls are tough.
Well, they got size. They're
Yeah.
just got a lot of size, and
So there's a turnover by Crowley with 3:09 left to go, and Mike Harris not at all happy with that. So
Well, a
Barren-
lead's never safe, Steve.
Oh, no.
7-point lead here. Two 3-point goals. What have you got? A 1-point lead?
That's right.
But I tell you, with that 3-point shot, no lead is safe.
I'll tell you.
Turnovers. We're seeing a slew of them.
Absolutely right. We have seen a bunch of them.
Clock moving to 2:41. Well, that would have been Barren County's basketball if it hadn't gone off the referee.
Right. Heather Hood needs to dribble with her head up instead
Yep.
of having that head down.
But, of course,
Angie Glass with a nice defensive play right there, snuck up behind her and stole the basketball.
the referee is part of the floor.
That's it.
So if
He
the ball
can't help
hits
it
him,
if the ball hits him. It's
No.
not his fault.
he just tries to get out of the way and try to not to interfere anymore. But he's part of the floor. But that was a turnoversville, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Could have been. Heather was trying to keep him going across the timeline. Little Amy Spear right after her, and Amy nudged her.
Took one right in the jaw. Heather Hood took one right in the jaw. Her head snapped back, and
She was trying to keep him going across that line, and little Amy was right after her. 38-31, 2:05. Boy, we're getting down there. These are important free throws
Big
for
time.
both basketball teams when they get to that line.
good. Heather Hood with the first one. It's good.
She was at the free throw line in the second quarter, the only time she's been there, and she nailed 2 for 2. And she has
Oh.
one left here.
She's a pretty good free throw shooter. Has been all year. And second one, release rotation splash, Bobby.
Where did you come up with that?
40-31. Glasgow on top of Barren County as Barren County's got a run out. Wide open layup.
Ooh.
Blocked by Crowley.
Good hustle, Melanie Crowley.
Nice hustle right there. It was,
Right.
Bobby.
Sure was. Good effort. They better hurry up. Barren County making too many turnovers.
Nice pass right there by Stockton over to Hood.
That's her 19th point. She's made 8. She's made 8 in this quarter, this half.
Glasgow slowly starting to pull away here, Bobby. Of course, it's not,
6
nothing's
this quarter.
safe here, but
Well, you can surely tell that since Hood's rejoined the team after illness first part of December there, that this different basketball team she brings, as we talked about the other night, Steve, experience, size, scoring ability, rebounding ability, free throw shooting ability. She's really added some depth to this basketball team, and really been they suffered a little bit and struggled a little bit with her out.
so as Coach Butler gets a timeout for the Trojanettes.
2 3-point field goals, Steve, in this game so far. Angie Glass put one away in the second quarter for the Trojanettes. And then Ashley Woodcock drained one in the third quarter for the Scotties.
How many points has Barren scored here in this fourth quarter, Bobby?
I would say it. I don't know how to put this, Steve. They have yet to score. They've been to the free throw line one time for 2 free throws, and that was by Cindy Rowland. They have not scored here in the fourth quarter, and we're looking at a minute 45 seconds left in this basketball game.
It's a big difference in the game.
They're not El Fuego.
They're not El Fuego, that's for sure.
Now you got to tell David sitting over on the other side. You got to tell him what that means. That means
Yeah.
they're not hot. Turnovers, and I see.
That
Look,
goes off Margaret Love's hands out of it. Not Margaret Love, I'm sorry.
no, that was Emily Taylor,
Emily
I
Taylor,
believe.
right.
What was it, 32?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just
So as time winds down, 1:20 left to go in this basketball game. It's 42-31, Glasgow on top. And right there's one that Glasgow wants the ball in the hand. They want the ball in the hands of Heather Hood. She's pretty deadly from the line. 1:09 left to go here in this game. It's 42-31, and that foul. That foul is on Amanda Galloway. That's her second. And, of course, Glasgow's in the bonus. It's Grant Kearney steps to the line. What's Grant done at the line tonight, Bobo?
Kearney.
She's
2 of 4. Now
Okay.
we'll make her
3 of 5.
3
How about
of
that?
5.
That'll be good.
Glasgow is 4 of 5 for this quarter.
So
on the free
Grant
throw line.
steps up there to nail this one. And it's on its way. Got it. Glasgow still pressing. Barren County still looking to score here in this fourth period. 50 seconds. There's Emily Taylor's shot short, rebounded by Heather Hood. She loses it. Crowley and everybody's on the floor, it looks like. Angie Glass for the wide open layup, misses it. Karen gets it, looks up to Stockton. Stockton gives it up to Grant Kearney. Wide open layup, good! Grant Kearney. Amy Karen hustling, fouls. Amy Spear, I do believe. Allison Vance checks in for Crowley. Crowley played a real good ball game tonight, Bobby. She really done well on the boards.
Crowley really did, Steve. You're exactly right. She leaves the basketball game with 6 big points. And you don't have on the scorebook how hard she's worked underneath.
No, that's right. So
Laurie Mutter
Laurie
going
Mutter
to attempt to break the scoring ice here for Barren County.
that did it. 37 seconds left to go here in this basketball game. 46-32. As Barren presses now, as Heather Hood's going to break it, get up the timeline. She's going to keep her dribble and give it over to Stockton. Stockton dribbles, gives it over to Hood. They're looking to foul. Glasgow's moving the ball real well. Gives it into Grant Kearney. Good! Grant Kearney puts it in for the Lady Scotties. 48-33. Angie Glass for 3, no good. Rebounded by Stockton. Stockton's coming out of there with it. Looking for somebody to throw it to. Throw it to Hood, and that'll do it, Bobby. The Glasgow Lady Scotties have beat the Barren County Trojanettes 48-33. Bobby, the last time I remember this happening was 1885. That's the last time that Glasgow has beat Barren County.
Yeah, that was on my birthday. Okay, real quick, we've got to move because we've got to get a camera down on the floor for the halftime activities for the visiting Barren County Trojanettes. Let's start at the top of the roster. Angie Glass with a total of 4 points. Tina Moon had 8. Cindy Rowland had 5. Laurie Mutter ended up with 6. Amanda Galloway with 4 and Margaret Love with 6. The Barren County Trojanettes did not score in the fourth quarter until 37 seconds left in the basketball game when Laurie Mutter canned 2 free throws for the only points in the fourth quarter. For the Glasgow High School Lady Scotties, leading all scorers while tying for scoring honors, Heather Hood with 16, Grant Kearney with 16. As we look on up, Allison Vance had 2, played a good game on the boards. Melanie Crowley with 6, a hard worker. Letitia Stockton with 5, and Ashley Woodcock with 3.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.